Welcome to another tutorial on Matlab. In this tutorial series, we are looking into the concept related to the basic of Matlab. And in the previous tutorial, we have seen some of the part related to functions and mathematical implementations related to Matlab. In this particular tutorial, we will be looking into the concept for the plotting and how usually the plots are being created. So this is the first part of this particular tutorial where we will see all the basic components which are basically present for the plot. So coming to a basic plot in Matlab environment, usually plot means a place where we will be plotting all the data, and for that we need basically a figure window, right? So without a figure window we cannot do any plot. So for this we need to first create a figure window, and on the figure window we will have multiple graphs that we can plot. So this is the first part of this particular tutorial on the graphs part, but later on we will also create multiple segments after this. So let's understand basically what is a graph in or plot in Matlab environment. And if you come see here, then you will be able to see multiple components like x-axis, y-axis. So this is the x label where you will be representing what is your unit of the quantity, or what are the values of your independent quantity. So basically x is a independent quantity, and based on this you will be doing calculation for the y. So over here you can see this is the x label. So x is in this case angle in radian, and correspondingly we will be apply a formula, either it will be a sine wave or a cos function. So using this basically we will get this y. So y is basically dependent one, and it is dependent on x. So this is dependent on x. So if you try to plot this relationship between x and y, then you need multiple components, and overall like you need to plot it in a figure window. And this basically generated with the help of a plot command. And you can see legends are also there. So legend means this is the component which you are representing with the help of some character. So this is cos and sine evaluation for the value of radian, individual radian. And this is the title for this graph, you can see. So this is being generated with the help of a title command. And if you see, there are grids that are present. So you can see one grid over here, that is this one. So this is generated with the help of a grid on command, and you can see one minor grid also right over here. So this is done with the help of grid minor. And coming to the overall, like how I'm able to do the plotting for two graphs in one figure window. So this is done with the help of a hold on command. So hold on command is used to do this plotting. We will see this all in the implementation. And coming to the last part, which is the legend. So suppose you did two plotting, which is one in red color and one is in blue. Now you want to give this coloring as a label. So that labeling is done with the help of the legend command. So this helps into identify multiple graphs in the same figure. So that is how it is being done. So let's create a similar MATLAB program for this one. So for this we need to create a small script. So how you will basically create a script, you need to go to new file and click on script. And suppose I want to give the name as plot tutorial. Okay, and I will open this file. So basically how to write a MATLAB script file. So you can give double percentage and that will create a section. So this starts a section, and in this section what basically we want to do, we will just write that. So what you can do, so first I will clear the previous data. So clearing the previous data. So this data clearing is related to if you ran any previous program before this. So it will clear all those data for running this program. So clear all, CLC for cleaning screen, and close all. So if there is any plot open or if any figure window open from the previous program, then you can close all together with the help of this close all command. Now we will start a new section. Here we will be creating the data. So this is the data creation. Data creation. So here we will be creating one data which is basically called X, and in X basically what we are going to do, we'll start from 0. We will take 0.1 as the interval, and we will use maybe 5 pi, 5 into pi. So this is a inbuilt variable that you can see the value for. So if you type pi, then you will get this value as the answer. This is a predefined value that is there already present in MATLAB environment. Then based on this you need to calculate the y value. So y will be sine of x, and z, suppose I want to create one more variable which is cos of x. So in this case I did create 3 variables. Now what I need to do, I need to do the plotting. Okay, so now to do the plotting I need to start a figure window, and in the figure window I need to do plotting. Plot. So plot command is the command that helps in plotting, and here you need to pass the variable. First is the independent variable, and then it will be the dependent variable. So after doing this we can write title. So title of the graph will be sine and cos plot. Okay, and then we need to give x label, x label, x label. So x label is radian values. Okay, and we need to also give y label. So y label will be sine and cos values. And then we need to do hold on, and then we need to do another plot for over this same, and this will be first independent and then second dependent. Now what we can do, we can turn on the grid on, then grid minor. So yeah, this is for the command, and now let's do execute one by one these sections and see what is basically happening. So if I press Control Enter, then you will be able to see all the variables got deleted over here. This is because this entire section is being executed. So once this is done, we will press Ctrl Enter in this section. So as you can see, the section when I'm selecting, it is getting yellow in color, and you are able to see the uh, outcome when I'm pressing Ctrl Enter. So X, Y, and Z are getting created. You can see the size of this element: one row, 158 columns. Now we will do use a debugger and do the plot creation. So what is basically a debugger? It is a point at which I just want to stop my program or pause my program to see the outcome. So now what I will do, I set a debugger over line 11, and now I will just play it. So my program stopped here. Now what will happen, I will use this step button, okay, to do implement everything one by one. So line by line I will execute one by one command, and we will be able to see what is basically happening. So let's execute the line 11. So here we do have a figure command, so that's why we got this. So let's keep it side by side. Now what we need to do, we need to execute the next command. So I just press step. So the plot got created, the first one. So this is the x and y values that, so x and y values that we given, okay. And next we will be executing the title command. So see what is basically happening when I execute the title command. So the title got created, and this is the same thing which I written here. Next is the X label. So you can see like there will be a X label created. Okay, the command is wrong. Label. Okay. Okay. So I will just run it again. So what basically will happen? I got an error. So now I want to run this program once again. So you can see how these plots are getting closed. Okay, so I will execute the first section. Okay, Control Enter. You can see the plots and variables got deleted. So that is the intention of the first one. Then I execute the second section. Then basically everything got created. Now I just run, and here again I do create this figure window, and I keep it on the right hand side. So now let's do plot, and then title. Let's see the X label. So X label now got created. Again Y label also got created. So these are basically the name of the axis. What are the things that we are trying to represent on the X and Y axis? Then it will be like hold on. Okay, and with the hold on I am holding the data what is already plotted. Now I want to plot the second graph. So this is the second graph that I got. This is the cos one, and this is the sine one. The blue one is the sine one, and this one is the cos. Now I want to turn on the grids. So for that I have this grid on. So I just hit enter. So the grids got turned on, which we already seen, the bigger grids. Now I want to turn on the smaller grids. So the smaller grids also now turned on. Now here we need to execute one more command, which is the legend command. So legend. Okay, this I am executing on the command window because we can see the instant output. So first is the sine, and second is the cos. Okay, press enter. You'll get the legends visible over here, and if you see the graph, it is the same graph which we seen here, right? Yeah. So that is how you basically do the plotting in Matlab with uh, the plot command. And this is a basic sequence of command which you can use to do the plotting. The main thing over here is this is a basic plotting which is basically called a line plot. And you can see lines like whenever you are doing the plots. But there are also multiple varieties of plot in the same 2D plotting. So this is also a 2D plotting. And we also have 3D plotting. So those plotting concept we will cover in these coming videos. And we will do a deep dive like how things are handled over here. So if you see over here, right, so if I do not use the hold on command, right, so if I just remove the hold on command, so I will just comment it and run this program from starting to end. I will just remove the debugger and I run the program. So you can see only one data got plotted, and this is the data of the cos. So the cos function got plotted, but the sine function disappeared. So this also we can see like whether the sine got plotted or not. So first we will close everything, close, then execute, then put a debugger over here, run, then you will get the graph. After I step, you got the graph. And I will just keep it aside. And now I will execute one by one command, and we will see. So plot, I right click, evaluate, execute. So you can also right click and evaluate individual lines to do the execution. So then I select these title, X label, Y label, and right click, evaluate. So all the commands got executed. Now there is no hold on command. So what I will do, I will just do the plotting. So before I plot this one, you can see, right, this is the sine wave that we have. Now if I just evaluate this, then the graph got changed, and now you are able to see the cos wave, and the data got overwritten, and the remaining commands are the same. So if I just execute this, then you will be able to see the graph, but you will not have the sine graph. So this is the advantage of having hold on. So yeah, so this is about the basics of plotting. So in the coming tutorial we will see like how we can change the design for this plot. So in case you are liking the channel, please consider subscribing. In case you have any comment or query, please let us know in the comment section. So this is all about the plotting. In the coming tutorial we will see some advanced feature for the plotting.